Hey guys, in today's video, this will be the part 2 of the other kit video. I will not sugar glaze it too much. There will not be a part 3, but there will be a part 1 of a different series without kit. As you can see, I lost a lot of trophies. Please like and subscribe because I am trying work a lot, and I'm thankful for the amount of views we got on the last video, like 40. Damn, guys. 40 might not seem like a lot, but think about 40 people standing in front of you. That's a lot of people. All right, let's do a round of bounty because I always play showdown, and just to refresh the mind that Brawl Stars is not only solo showdown. All right, we got a kill on Mortis. Then I jump on Larry and Lari. I mean, I can counter all of them, but sometimes Chester I can't, but it depends on the situation. Then I swipe Mortis, get the kill on Larry and Lari. Now I'm a big target. If they get a kill, they'll be winning because they have the blue star, which works when you have a tie. All right, great hypercharge. I get Chester. Then we get Edgar killing Larry and Lari, and of course I died within the process because you gotta die once. I mean, I was kind of cooking. My teammates got 1 kill, which was also stolen. All right, Mortis swings into I don't know, Chester. I got an easy kill off of 7-1, 0-1 Edgar. Of course, Edgar is terrible at the game, and Edgar is Edgar. I don't know what to expect. All right, next we got another map of Showdown. The rest of these will be Showdown. Also, I see a lot of people being named Big P. Like, what's the obsession with P? All right, whatever. I use my invisible gadget, Sin, and bush camp with the cubes. I did not have the good gadget for Showdown equipped at this time because I do play ranked too. All right, we gotta barely get the kill. We're really saved because Edgar didn't have a super, else I would be cooked. All right, we got another cube. Edgar saves a cube for me, not considered teaming, but I'll take it. Get the super. He's one shot. Claw at him. He almost killed me, but I still survive. All right, now it's time for the combat. All right, we have another fellow kit there and a Jackie. Use my hypercharge, kill the Jackie because, well, she's a tank, so I think she'd be the best option. All right, jump on the kit. He got cooked. Now there's a tick with a lot of projectiles. Now, if he has a lot of cubes, which he doesn't, I will be cooked. He only has 3, and that's not really much, though. He does do a lot of damage because he has like 5 health. Actually, the lowest health brawler of all time. That's why he needs a mythic gear that gives him more health. All right, push him into Storm, get his cubes. Then our next opponent being Rosa. Rosa gets cooked. Yeah, she goes into Storm, which is a favor, but I don't support teaming. Also, within this video, I don't count as, like, if I get a second place, that's okay because I still cooked. What I count as cooking is getting a lot of kills or escaping from a hard situation. As you can see in this video, I also did get Mythic, the last video too. A couple videos ago, I didn't get Mythic, but Mythic, to be honest, is really easy to get. All right, we barely killed the Spike because he does do good damage in close range. There's Nani, Clancy, remember. All right, he's over there. I get world's easiest 2 cubes. Clancy runs up. Nani almost lines right up to him. A kit with low health rushes Clancy. Clancy gets the kill. Now another kit, which being me, tries to rush him. And Chester tried too, but he runs away. Now he thinks that all kits are pretty bad, but he learned his lesson that I can basically one-shot him. He got cooked. Now we have a Piper. Piper is not really something I have to worry about unless she has your gadget and it's a really skilled Piper like my cousin. Almost dying by a Chester and a Piper, but I still am alive. Also, if you stand still with the gadget, if you didn't know, that actually charges it more than usual. That's why I do it, because it charges your super, if y'all didn't know, faster. But if you stand still, it will charge your super at even higher amounts. All right, Piper thinks she's slick. She's like, all right, I'm waiting for this kit. I'm ready with armor. I am protected, all right? I can't die. And then I turn invisible. And right when she suspects it, I use my super and get the kill. And now I have my hypercharge, so this should probably be an easy win, right? I mean, it looks pretty good. I get the kill on Chester, and now it's just me and Crow. Crow doesn't have that much health. I do 2 claws. Don't even have to use my super, though I do still waste it. And easy dubs. Also, the map did change because this was a different day. Also, there will be a lot of true gold Dougs because you got it for free for the quest event. You're also supposed to get coin if you don't have Doug. I only got 2,000. You were supposed to get 25k. But I was playing live when you got the coin. Alright, use my gadget. Now it's time to rush Colt because both Colt can't do anything. Nor can Rico, but his gadget sometimes does work pretty good. I still miss my super and I, of course, get the kill. Now, if Edgar didn't waste a super there, I might have even died, but I don't, and Buzz gets a kill. And I'm like, thanks, because now he's at low health, and I 2-tap him with 6 health remaining. Probably because he had a super. Now, there's a Cornelius was silently waiting for me to come. And do I? Well, yes, I really didn't know there was anyone in the bushes. But I suspected that maybe I should just check. All right? Now I'm going to check the other ones. He is, of course, waiting for me to get him. And then I use my super and kill him. But then a third partier comes. I try to get the cubes, but then I die, leaving him with 300 health. Now, like I said, I count cooking as just getting a lot of kills. Now we see El Primo and Surge doing a 1v1. Surge, of course, has more cubes, and he's kind of destined to win. Now, this is kind of getting boring, and let's skip a little. Surge, of course, uses Hypercharge and his super, and he gets the kill. Alright, now we got another match with Kit. Of course, Piper and Colt gives me hope, but Bull is kind of scary. Surge I can also kill sometimes, but if it's a pretty good Surge and it's from close range or far range, I'm cooked. Alright, and in this video, we have like an actually good Piper, which almost killed me a couple of times. Of course, Edgar runs away, and I know my super won't jump onto him, so I just lock into another target. Okay, Piper's pretty low. Maybe I should jump her. Nuh-uh, she uses her gadget and gets a shot on me. I almost die. Colt's also teaming with Piper, I guess. Uses his gadget and shoots bullets. Well, teaming right now. Earlier she wasn't. Oh, and he uses his super. And now I'm cornered behind a wall close to Storm. I use my gadget, and he's thinking I'm going to jump him, but I don't. I go into the nearby bushes. My super's almost charged. He misses a shot. There's a lot of people. Piper's still alive. I use my super on him. He's dead. Easy kill. Now, we have to get Piper, of course. I suspected she was over there because I don't think she's going to rotate that much. All right. No, she pushed me again, which is what I call prime good Piper. Then Kit jumps her and Bull, like, all right, I want to join the party, uses his super and gets it. Now, he stunned both of them, and he now has his hypercharge. He knows and he's aware of where I am, and he uses his gadget, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use my hypercharge. I run away, knowing that he's jumping me, and I'm like, all right, how about we go to the other row of bushes? And of course, there isn't another person who is left, so I'm thinking, all right, now the only way I can win this match is if the third party tries to attack Bull. But now that I think about it, Edgar has really low health. I don't even think he's at max. So, actually he is. But then he uses his super and a dumb move. I get the kill, and then Bull, he doesn't even use his hypercharge, but I use mine, and I miss making him kill me. I still could have got the win, but of course, I guess you gotta lose sometimes. Also, I did lose a couple times between this. This was not all consistently in like a row, because of course I can't do that. If y'all can win this much times with the Brawler with 1,000 trophies, kudos to you. All right, now I get to 2 easy cubes, and Daryl is literally just T-posing there. You gotta remember that. Remember that, because that'll be needed in the future. All right, now there's Edgar, Lily, who seems to get a kill because there was 10 players. Now there's 9. So, all right, and I use my gadget. I'm going in. It's Edgar, third parties, and probably kills the Lily. Now there's 2 Edgars fighting. I use my super and third party and get the kill. Now Koala Nita is trying to, well, intercept and kill Edgar. He sadly runs away. Daryl is still there somehow, and I don't want to rush him because I didn't have too much cubes, and then I just slowly forgot. Now there's a Dynamite. Of course, I'm gonna jump on him because, well, it's a Dynamite, and he can really not counter me, though he almost did kill me. Daryl also does charge a super and hypercharge over time, so bush camping is a pretty good strategy for my guy. He's a tank, and he can counter a lot of people. And now it's 5th place. I almost killed Edgar, but I missed my super. Now I'm really locked in. I think he probably suspects I'm going to use my gadget. He runs away. He has a super. Ooh, Spike almost dies, but he uses his hypercharge. Ooh, he's almost dead still. Though he does have the star power that heals, because I found that out later in the game. And now there's a Need-A-Bear koala. Alright, I jump onto her, then Spike thinks he's a good third partier, but I still move just in time. Now Edgar distracts Spike from trying to drop a super on me. Then I, of course, get the third party and kill him. Now Daryl has moved because, of course, the storm was going to kill him. He almost has his hypercharge charged, but guess what? So do I. And by the time I reach him, he already knows where I am. He gets his hypercharge and thinks he's slick, but I use my super, and then I use my hypercharge for the extra damage. And then I win. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. I use a lot of hard work. Thanks for watching this video, and peace!